Good morning, all of you. This is Vaibhavi Parikh here from Paroj University and PPI College from IT department. Here we have to arrange one webinar regarding the basic introduction of artificial intelligence. So this is the guest speaker is Miss Mona Umaria. Hello, Miss Mona.
Ma'am.
Hi. I hope you well, doing well. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. She is the speaker of the webinar. Today's webinar. This is the 5th Feb, and she having excellent experience in government college in Surat. That is the government college of Girls Polytechnic Institute, and she is the assistant professor in a particular computer engineering. She done with the Bachelor of Engineering as well as Master of Engineering. And she's expertise in information security. That is which the way we have to secure security. Second thing, she has also the knowledge and expertise in the AI, that is artificial intelligence. So our today's agenda and our today's main thing is webinar regarding the artificial intelligence. And she have a lots of achievement. That is, I can share with you the little bit of the achievement. She already published a total of 3 or 4 papers regarding the journal. So there is one paper that is published in IEEE, and it was the another achievement is the IEEE, and another achievement that is in international journal and national journal also. So she has excellent experience and achievements also. So Ms. Mona, I would like to request you to please start your webinar for the today's agenda is basic of artificial intelligence. So I hope you will, Mona. You can start.
Thank you, Vaibhavi ma'am, and thank you, Parul University, for giving me such an opportunity to deliver a talk on Introduction to Artificial Intelligence. So we'll be starting with the outlines. These are the topics we will be covering in this webinar. That is basics, introduction to AI, need, what is AI, branches of AI, applications, advantage, disadvantage, and finally the conclusion. So artificial intelligence. So before starting with artificial intelligence, one should know what is artificial, what is intelligence, and how does the combination of artificial intelligence works. So what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence means artificial refers to something that is not made by God or nature, means the things that are artificial made by humans. If human makes something, means we need to embed some knowledge or logic in that thing, so it is said that it is made by human. A simple example of artificial is flowers and plants which are made up of plastic, and this is a basic example which we see in our day-to-day life, or in every homes we see some flower pots, right? The flowers are made of plastic, that is, you can see it is artificial flower. Natural flowers are also available, right? So we can term as it is a artificial. Next we will see what is intelligence. Intelligence means something it is the ability to understand, then think, learn, and act accordingly to the situation with the changing environment. Means if we are developing something, so first of all that model, right? That model need to understand, okay, what is the situation. Depending upon the situation, the model should be able to think, what is the solution for this situation, right? How it will find the solution? By learning in various ways, right? And then it will act according to it. Means it is, you can say it is the intelligence. Suppose if it is raining now, then what you will use? We will use our intelligence that as it is raining, so we need to wear the raincoat, right? So you can term it as a intelligence. Simply we can say intelligence is the process of applying the knowledge. Now moving towards examples of artificial intelligence, right? So what is artificial means? It is not natural. You all have been using mobile phones, computer system, you have seen robots, right? These are not natural, these are man-made, or you can say it is a artificial. Now what is intelligence? Again, we are training the machine or model in such a way that machine can understand, think, learn, and it can give the solution. Okay. Now we will be starting with introduction to AI, that is introduction to artificial intelligence. Before we have seen what is artificial and what is intelligence, right? Now we will see how the word artificial intelligence comes into existence. So, in 1956, one scientist named John McCarthy coined the term artificial intelligence. So, artificial intelligence is not recently available, but it is being used since 1956, right? But in today's market, you all can see the automation and many applications working on artificial intelligence, right? But the term artificial intelligence was coined by the scientist named John McCarthy. Okay. Now, next is another scientist, Dave Waters, termed that predicting the future is not a magic, but it is a artificial intelligence. Suppose if you are predicting something, before some years we were predicting that अपन चांद पे जमीन ले लेंगे. It was just a prediction or it was just an assumption, but in today's it is possible, right? So Dave Waters termed the point that predicting something is not a magic, but it can be made possible with the help of artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence can be embedded with a term that is Turing machine. So one scientist named Alan Turing यानी artificial intelligence point किया. So it was done by the scientist named Alan Turing. Alan Turing created a test to check the ability of a machine. Means first Alan Turing created one test to check that whether machine can work like human. After multiple setbacks and multiple trials, today we have achieved a stage where technologies are emerging in very faster way. Means various technologies are growing, right? And with the latest and with the growing of the technology, the data is also increasing with the number. So here you can see the chart regarding the development of. There are various you can say the models which have been trained in various years, right? So in 1956 the word artificial intelligence was coined by John McCarthy. In 1969 there was first robot was made after several trials and errors. Then in 1997 one game, that is chess playing game, means anyone can play the chess, but the decisions at a vacuum cleaner was created which can be used for the commercial purpose. And yes, in recently January 2022, that in USA one robot successfully did the surgery without any human guidance. Means only simple robot has done the full laparoscopy surgery in US. Means the artificial intelligence is growing in a very faster way. Okay. So as we have seen that Alan Turing has made the machine to think and act like human. So for that, the basics for artificial intelligence is the Turing machine. If we start with artificial intelligence, so how it works with the Turing test. Now we will see what is Turing test. So Turing test is nothing but it is used to check the intelligence of the machine. If you design a model or if you design a machine, then it is necessary to test whether it is working intelligently, whether it is taking the right decision. Okay, so the Turing test can be made to check the intelligence of the machine. See how it works. Means in one room there is a computer and in another room there is a human. Now one judge will evaluate both of the human as well as the robot. If the judge fails to make the differentiate between the robot and the human, then you can say the Turing test is successful and the machine is completely to work. Okay, means Turing test is something. With this test We can interrogate several questions to robot as well as machine. If the judge is not able to differentiate whether the answer given is right, whether it is from robot or human, then you can say the Turing test is successful. Now moving towards what is the need of AI, artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is used everywhere in today's world. In today's world, you can see in the latest news also, you can see at least one news will be of about regarding the model or any invention regarding the artificial intelligence. So we are growing in a huge rate, say in terms of a population, knowledge and task. As with the increase in the population, everything is increasing rapidly, so requirement is also increasing. So in order to fulfill the requirements on huge demand, a number of tasks should be automated and with the help of AI, we can implement some knowledge, some senses in machine so that machine can work like human. So now we'll see the definition of AI. What is artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence is something, science and engineering of making intelligent machine. We are using the combination of science as well as engineering to make machine work intelligently. Even artificial intelligence can be defined as artificial intelligence is basically related to a broad area of computer science that makes machine seems like they have human intelligence. Here the machine will seems that it is like they are having the intelligence like human. The make copy of a human so that the machine can work like a human. Even the AI makes it possible for the machine to learn from the experience. Means with the help of artificial intelligence, we can make the machine to learn, adjust with the new inputs, and perform human-like tasks. Most AI examples that you hear about today means from chess playing computer to self-driving car. When the term AI evolved, at that time the first application developed with the help of AI was the chess playing computer, and now you can see the self-driving cars which have used the concept of artificial intelligence. Okay, so now we will see what is the goal of AI. The goal of AI, before you can see the right hand side and left hand side. Before it was human brain and intelligence, means the human need to apply his brain and intelligence to work. But now the artificial intelligence have replaced the human efforts by training the model which can work intelligently and independently. Means we have trained a robot or you can say a model that can work intelligently like a human. The main goal of AI is okay. Now we have seen what is AI, how what is the need, how it works. But uh, if you want to start with AI, then you should know the concepts, how the machine is trained, how the model is embedded with knowledge, right? So the AI is a collection of ML, DL, and AI. In the diagram, you can see that AI is a superset. It consists of ML, and ML consists of DL. Okay, so basically, if I say world, so world consists of several countries. If we take India, in India, if we take Gujarat, so Gujarat is like DL, India is like ML, and the world is like AI. So we will see the each term in brief. Okay, so first term is ML. ML, that is a machine learning. If you want to start with artificial intelligence, so first of all you should be aware about what is machine learning, what is deep learning, right? So what is machine learning? So machine learning is the science of getting machine to learn. Means with the help of machine learning, we will train the machine to learn how to interpret, how to process the input, how to analyze the data, and how to give the output, means to solve the real world problem. Means the AI model can be trained with the help of a machine learning. Next is deep learning. Deep learning means it uses a large data set so that the machine can be trained more accurately. Means if you want to train the machine, if you train the machine on a small data set, then it will give the output in a fixed amount of data. If the new data are given, then it won't give the accurate result. So with the help of deep learning, we can train the machine on a large data set. Means a large data set can be used to train the machine so that we can get more accurate result. And the last is artificial intelligence. Means now the artificial intelligence will enable the machine to think and take the decision. Means artificial intelligence will take the input. With the help of deep learning, it will find which data is mapped, and on that basis, machine learning will be used to analyze the data and solve the problem or to take the decision. Okay. Now, as we have seen, okay, if you want to start with AI, then you should know what is machine learning, what is deep learning. So first of all, we will see what are the different types of machine learning, how we will train the machine to think or to learn or to understand. So types of machine learning consist of three, that is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and semi-supervised learning. Means the machine model can be trained in three different ways, that is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and semi-supervised learning. So we will see what is supervised learning. Simply, supervised learning means you need to remember it is a label data. Any data with a label you can say is a supervised learning. In supervised learning, there are different classification, regression algorithm will be used, right, to get the output. Now, supervised learning, here you can see small examples. I have put the three coins, that is 1 rupee coin, 1 euro coin, and 1 dinar coin. The weight of 1 rupee coin is 3 gram, the weight of 1 euro coin is 7 gram, the weight of 1 dinar coin is 4 gram. Now, if we give any of the coin to the machine, how machine will display the result, or how the machine will come to know whether it is a 1 rupee coin, 1 euro coin, or 1 dinar coin. So here the weight is a feature. Means the 1 rupee coin, the weight of a 1 rupee coin is 3 gram, the weight of 1 euro coin is 7 gram, the weight of 1 dinar coin is 4 gram, right? And currency is a label. Okay, so now, if with the help of supervised learning, if we give one input or one coin to a model, or you can say a machine, then on the basis of the weight, if the weight of a coin is 3 gram, then the machine will give the output as a 1 rupee. If the weight of the coin is 7 gram, then it will give the answer as a 1 euro. So I hope you have got the little bit idea about the supervised learning. So in this way, label data comes under a supervised learning. Now we will see what is unsupervised learning. Simply, unsupervised learning means no label data, data with no labels. So now here you can see there is a set of data of a cricket score. Means name consists of a name of a players. Then you can see the scores. Means each player are having some scores, and the wickets. Means each player has taken some wickets. Now, if we give this no label data, or you can say data with no label to the model or to the system, how it will give the output, how it will predict. So, on the basis of some characteristics, it will make the cluster. Means it will find the score. The players having the good score will be clustered into a good batsman. The players who have taken the more number of wickets will be considered as a bowler. Means with the help of unsupervised learning, we can get a cluster of data. Right? We can't get a specific data or label data, but we will get a data in a form of a cluster. Means here you can see we can get two clusters, that is the players having a good score as a good batsman, and players who have taken more wickets are considered as a bowler. So unsupervised learning works with no label data. Now we will see the third, that is a semi-supervised learning. Now semi-supervised learning means what? It works with, if we are giving input to the model or a system, it will take the input, and basis of the past experience or basis of the data set, it will give some output. But if the output is not correct, so we will give the feedback to the machine, right? And again it will use that feedback for the future prediction. Suppose if I have given this dog image to a model or a system, it will predict as a cat, but I will give the feedback that it is not a cat, it is a dog. So it will use the past experience to take the decision. So if I have given the two images, so it will give some output. Suppose cat and dog. Again I will give the feedback to the previous feedback to take the next decisions. So this is all about the three types of machine learning. Okay, so how machine works? So machine learning model works with the input, model and output. Means we will give the input in any form to the model. Model will work on the trained data or the how the model has been trained on the basis of some knowledge, on the experience, on the data, and on the basis of that model, it will give the output. If the output is desired, then it is okay. If the output is not desired, then we will give the feedback to the model. Okay. Now we will see what are the branches of AI. Branches of AI consist of machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, robotic, expert system, and fuzzy logic. Means AI works with various you can say various other branches. Means if you want to go for AI, then AI is not, but AI is a combination of machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, and fuzzy logic. Now we will see in detail. As we have seen what is machine learning, so I think you all are using Facebook, right? So means when you're using the Facebook, you can see the suggestion. If I and you are some friend on Facebook, then it will give the suggestion that you can add this one as a friend, right? So this Facebook is using the concept of machine learning for a friend suggestion. Even in many websites you see the chatbot, or even in the Swiggy, Zomato, and many of the applications are using the chatbot. Whatever the issues, we can write it down in the chat box and you get some response. So it is not necessary that on the back end there is some executive receiving our message and giving the answer. It is not that. The system has been designed in such a way that a chat box can give the response at the initial level. Next is deep learning. So deep learning is the logic behind the face verification. As we have taken the example of Facebook only, so when you tag some friend on a Facebook, right? So what does with the friend list, and if the matches is found, then it will give the suggestion that tag this friend. So Facebook also uses the algorithm of deep learning for face verification. Even you have seen the self-driving car in the previous slides. We have discussed about the Tesla car, right? There is a self-driving car in which there is no driver, just you need to set the destination and the car will drop you to your destination. Again, you have used the virtual assistant like Siri, Alexa, and so on, right? So Siri, Alexa, they all use the concepts and algorithms for deep learning. Next is natural language processing. So natural language processing means you all have been using the Twitter. I think during the Corona situation, you all used to tweet for the exams and something related to, right? So what is natural language processing will do? It will filter some of the keywords from every tweet, and if the whether it is a rumors language, and that predictions can be used to stop the Twitter post. Okay. Next is Amazon. Amazon also uses natural language processing to understand customer reviews and improve your experience. Means simply if you use the Amazon to search some laptops or anything, then after 1 day or 2 day or whenever you will again use or log into Amazon, it will give the ads related to your previous search. Means that is nothing but it is something related to a natural language processing. Okay. Next, we have seen robotics. You all have aware about what is robot. You all have heard or you have visualized. Again, robotic is something during the Corona situation, you are not able to attend the class. Even the faculties were feel scared to deliver the lecture in a strength of many students, right? So a robot can be designed which can act according to the situation, and which can act like a teacher for delivering the lectures for the students, which can help the students to attend their class apart in the classroom. Next is the expert system. Experts means something that is not a general, means someone having some more knowledge, some good ideas, right? Then you can say it is the expert. So expert system can be used in a broad applications like stock market, warehouse, etc. Means if you take the example of stock market, if I say you buy this, then nobody is going to agree on me. But if some expert says get invest in this or do like this, then surely everyone will follow. If I say today tomorrow is a curfew, then it is not able that everyone will follow. But if the Narendra will follow, means some experts can be used to take the decisions. So the machine can be trained in such a way. Next is a fuzzy logic. Fuzzy logic works with a binary type, means either 0 and 1. If I say today I will eat, and if I say today I will won't eat, means yes or no. But suppose if I say today I may eat, suppose I may eat more, if I eat less, means when there are multiple decisions, then fuzzy logic can be used to take the decision, right? So fuzzy logic is used in a medical field, vehicle environment control, and so on. Means then it will give the accurate result. But if the answer is in more than 2 or 3 ways, right? Then the decision will be taken by the fuzzy logic algorithm. Okay. So now all you can see is about how the AI works. So basically AI is something computer science. If I say write a code in a C program to do addition of two numbers, then it is very easy for all of us to write a code for 10 plus 20 addition of two numbers. Okay. But if I say okay, do something in AI, then it is not so easy. Why? Because AI is a collection of various different branches. So AI is nothing but a computer science. It is a broad area of computer science that interact with data and represent as a data in a form of a program. Means it will interact with data and it will interact that data in a form of a program. So with starting with AI, we'll start with speech recognition. Okay. Yes, you all know what is AI, machine that can think and learn. With the help of machine, we can train. With the help of AI, we can train the machine which can think and learn. So what is speech recognition? Speak and listen and communicate through language. Now we will say direct after AI, madam started with speech recognition. But simple example, if I say Alexa, play this song, means I am speaking. I am giving the instruction in a form of a speech. Alexa is listening. Alexa is converting the speech into a text. Okay. If I am saying Alexa, Gayan Vagado, I am giving the instruction in a speech only, but the text is Gujarati. If I say Alexa, Gana Sunao, the speech is in the communication is speech only, but the text is Hindi. Means if I am speaking, the Alexa will listen. Alexa will convert my speech into a text and it will act accordingly. So speech recognition. Okay. Next is NLP. NLP is something natural language processing. In natural language processing means something we write and read text. Suppose in Google, if we write something and it get into a text and it gives the output in form of a speech. Means natural language processing. Whatever we write, it will read the text. Next is computer vision. Computer vision means you all know what is vision. Vision means what we can see. What we can see and that can be processed. Okay, that comes under a computer vision. Next is image processing. So image processing means representing the processed data in a visual way or an image. Means whatever we are presenting, that is in the form which can be seen or which can be in some of the image. ओके तो दैट कम्स अंडर द इमेज प्रोसेसिंग. मीन्स अगर आपको एआई का कुछ चीज बनाना है, अगर आप स्पीच के टाइप स्पीच पे वर्क करने वाले हो, सो यू हैव टू एम्बेड द एल्गोरिथम ऑफ स्पीच रिकॉग्निशन. सपोज आप किसी के इमेज पे जाने वाले हो, सो यू नीड टू यूज द कंसेप्ट ऑफ इमेज प्रोसेसिंग एंड इमेज प्रोसेसिंग एल्गोरिथम. Okay. Next is robotic. Robotic means something, the model which can understand the environment and move around fluidly. Means with the help of different algorithms, we have trained or modeled the robot. Now, according to the environment, it will understand the environment and then it will move accordingly. Next is pattern recognition. Pattern recognition means ability to detect arrangement of data that yields information about the system. Means depending upon some pattern, right? You all know that COVID first wave came, second wave came, third wave came. Means there is some pattern. अगर केस बढ़ते हैं तो वो और बढ़ते जाएंगे, फिर कम होते तो और कम होते जाएंगे, right? तो same way pattern recognition is something, means there are some of the you can say data, how the data are coming, what the data are coming, depending upon the pattern it will yield some information to the system. You can say the symptoms. Pattern means you can simply say कि अगर आपको सर्दी खांसी ताव आने लगा, means you will identify the pattern. If the taste is not coming, then you will identify that there is a possibility of corona positive symptoms, right? So this is, you can say, this is a pattern recognition. Next is about machine learning. Machine learning means something, training a machine that gives the output basis on some decision. Means we will train the machine which will give the output, but how it will process the output. If the data is in speech form, then it will use that the speech recognition algorithm. If the data is image, then it will use the image processing algorithm. If the data are in pattern, then it will use the pattern recognition algorithm. Means the processing will be done depending upon the data and the algorithm used, and then it will give some decision. Next is neural network, that is NN. Neural network means recognize the relationship in a set of data through process. Means we have the data, set of data, right? And with the set of data, it will able to recognize the relationship, and that it will process. Okay. Next is deep learning. So deep learning is used to solve the complex problem. Why it is said that it is used to solve the complex problem? Because deep learning works with large data set. So it will give more accurate result, and even it will able to solve the complex problem. Okay. Now the next is CNN, that will recognize the object in a scene. Means if we have family photo, right? But we need to identify, or we need to focus only one object from that image, then CNN can be used. Next is, see, it is a part of neural network only, right? Next is RNN, or sorry, object recognition. Object recognition means it is the ability to recognize various things, right? Means object, from many of the object it is able to identify whether it is this object or that object. Next is RNN. RNN allows to store past information within the network. As we have seen in semi-supervised learning, right? The same way it will store the past information within the network, and that past information, or you can say the feedback, can be used for the future prediction or to take the previous decisions. Okay. So if you think that you need to start with AI, so how AI application can be built? So first of all, if you want to start, if you really feel that you need to work with AI, then first step is to you understand the concept of OOP. OOP means object oriented programming language. You all have studied in C++, Java, Java. These are all the object oriented programming language. But before starting with AI, first of all, you just brush up the concept about the object oriented programming language. Next step is to get familiar with Python language. Python is an open source language. If you want to work with AI, then the best language to work with AI is Python. Python can be used for everything. Means it can be used for web development, GUI, software. Every type of applications can be developed with the help of a Python. Step 3 is learn about the Python classes and objects. Right? If you think that मुझे C++ आता है and I can work with Python, yes, you can use. But see, if you know C, if you know C++, so you all know the concept remains the same, but the syntax differs. Same way for Python, you need to learn about the classes and objects of Python. Next step is start solving the Python problem using object-oriented programming language, or OOP concept. Means first start with a small problem, identify the problem and make some code or code something and find the develop the solution using the Python, right? Then start with the complex problem. So if you want to start with Python, download the Python software. It is open source. It is easily available on Google. Just type this URL. You will get the software, you can download it and you can start working. And last step is be familiar with Python inbuilt libraries for developing AI applications. Python provides a wide varieties of inbuilt libraries which can be used to develop the AI application. Now we will see where AI is used, means AI framework and which companies are using the AI. So TensorFlow, PyTorch, Google MI, Swift AI, Corton, these are the different frameworks which are using the concept of AI. You all must be using Google MI, Cortana, right? But you don't know how it is developed, right? Which technology has been used, but it is using the framework of AI. Next is which are the different companies that are using the AI, that is Google, Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, Twitter. These are all the companies that works under the AI framework. Have you used AI? Yes, you all have been used AI, right? So there are different applications which are using the concept of AI.